according to Mike DeFabo, the 4-year contract has been on the table for about a week. Are you kidding me? You see where I'm coming from with this now? Like, why has that offer been on the table for a week?
Well, the 4 years has been on the table, but that doesn't answer the question. Did they lower the AAV once they put the 4 years on? That might be another little entity to that.
Let me finish the quote. The 4-year, $24.4 million contract has been on the table for about a week.
Oh, well then it might have come down to the clauses then.
It may have. I don't know anything about the clauses. I haven't even looked at that yet.
Or even the contract structure itself.
Yeah.
If you look at the actual money on it, I believe he makes $1 million in the 4th year of that as salary and 3.5 as far as signing bonus. So he's only making $4.5 million in year 4, a year that a lot of people were given pause on, including the Pittsburgh Penguins. So if you look at the structure of the contract, that might be the reasoning. I mean, none of us were in the negotiating room, so there's a lot of different aspects. It's not as easy as, hey, term and year, and then we'll get this done. There's a lot of other things that are involved in that. But I do want to answer a couple of things to what you've been saying. One, Sidney Crosby, I understand that he has said multiple times he does not get involved in stuff like this. But when it's the 11th hour with a player like Evgeni Malkin and his stature, playing with this organization for 16 years, Sidney Crosby saved his silver bullet for one chance, and he just used it. And that's the thing. I doubt we ever see that again because of the stage that the Penguins and those players are currently in. So Crosby saved that silver bullet, and he used it whenever he absolutely 100% needed to, and that was to bridge the gap, and we don't know how involved he actually got, but reports are that he got involved in some way. And on the other hand, when I talk about Malkin and his 4-year contract, $6.1 million, you're talking about a guy that ended up taking a pay cut like he said he would, taking a handsome pay cut as well. Going from 9.5 down to 6.1 is a very severe pay cut for a guy that was still over a point a game while still rehabbing a second major knee surgery on the same knee. So I really think the Penguins got Malkin on a good deal. I understand that the back end of this deal might not be pretty. It might not be. He'll be, 39 years old at that point? But at the end of the day, what is the most important thing? And I said this to you a couple episodes ago. The best opportunity to win is the next opportunity to win for Sidney Crosby. And the Penguins, specifically Evgeni Malkin, will still be really good this season.
Yeah, in the short term, for the three of them, the Crosby, the Malkin, the Letang, it's a good deal. This is good. I do believe that all three of the big deals that were signed recently, Letang, Malkin, and you could throw Raquel in there. I do believe they're a little too long. I really do. But that's just my outsider opinion. That is just me looking at it going, they are old. For the love of God, you signed them for a long time. On paper, it doesn't make sense to sign either of those two or those three, for that matter, for that long. Raquel, I think, is going to be fine. We'll talk about that. I'm super excited about Rickard Raquel. But again, just the back half of all three of these deals just seems long. Now, again, I get it. It is the business. Everyone's trying to do what's best for their business. And for what it's worth, for the next at least 2 seasons, we're going to have a fun team to watch again.